welcome back again to another video that you guys are expecting or thinking about. So guys, in today's video I'm going to be talking about top 10 highest paying states in the United States for nurses, right? For those of you that have been my paid clients or even in my videos, you guys know that I've always encouraged you guys, once you get your BSc degree, move to the US because that's the highest paying country. But the thing is, in as much as USA is the highest paying country for nurses, right, it does not mean that all countries pay you the highest. There are some states that they actually pay higher than the other, right? And that's because in the USA, different states, they have different governing body. Unlike in Nigeria, we have just one president. And whatever the president says, that's what everybody in Nigeria would do. If they say go like this, you go like this. But in USA, they have individual governing bodies in different states. So if the state of one, they have just one president. Don't misquote me. They have just one president in the US. But now I'm just saying that they make decisions independent of each other. So one state can be like face like this, and that state will be like, why do we say we should face like this? No, we'll stay like this. No, we're facing like this, like that. So we have different factors that actually influences that. So if you're looking at to actually move to USA as a nurse, and because the salary is great, of course, these are the states you should actually look out for. So in no particular order, make sure you watch this video full, because the first one can be low, the next one should be high, like that. So just pick the one that best work for you. So in no particular order, the first on my list is New Jersey. So in New Jersey, nurse has like average salary of 100,000 USD. Average salary means that it can be higher than that, it can be lower, but average, just like finding the median. Then another thing that actually influences your salary is, especially if you're a new nurse, like you're just moving into USA, there's high chances that one month will low. So that's why if you're moving to the US for the first time, make sure you get yourself acquainted with nurses that they're already there for them to give you the base fare. It's possible that you're working in an organization for several years and you will not even know that they are paying your colleagues higher. So during your interview, they can be feel or cool or like that. Will you collect like 60,000 per year, right? As a new grad. So in as much as a new grad nurse, you get something not that reasonable, right? Like 60k or 65k, 75k, depending. But then we still have some states, even some hospitals, that still pay new grad nurse very decent salary, right? But because you've had that orientation that they've told you that as a new grad nurse, so 60,000 per year is your salary, and then during the interview, you guys agreed on 60,000, but then your fellow colleagues, they're paying them 80,000 USD per year, and you know, maybe because you are this type of introvert, you don't discuss your salary. Imagine I'm in 20,000 per year, losing like that. So somehow it's a matter of negotiation. As a nurse, see yourself as hot cake. But it's not like maybe you should be demanding more than this thing. That's why it's okay, it's advisable to get yourself acquainted with nurses that, maybe let's say for example, this is your hospital you want to work or anything. Try to converse with the nurses there. And don't just ask one person, because we have some bad belly people. The hospital can be paying them 80,000. They will tell you 60,000. Yes. So ask this one, ask this one, ask this one. Just compare like that. Some people can lie. And put the base. Another thing again is, if you feel like you have more experience than that person or more qualifications, if the person is collecting 80,000, it's not a landmark that you have to collect 80,000. So for your point of negotiation, you can be like, oh, I have this education, I have my experience, or this thing to increase your own. So you asking your colleagues in your prospective states in USA is for you to have an idea of what to expect or to discuss during your interview. So for the fact that your friend that is a new graduated nurse was collecting 75,000 during her time, does not mean that you've had like maybe 2 years experience after you have to collect the same thing. No, doesn't mean you can actually opt for higher. I hope you understand that. So New Jersey average salary is 100,000 per year. The next on my list is Nevada. Nevada is 97,000 per year. I actually like this country. Sorry, this state. It's more like all these chilling states. In my next video, I'll come and talk about most recommended states for nurses to move to. So, Nevada, the average salary is 96,000 USD, 97,000 USD per year. The next on my list is Massachusetts. Hey, Massachusetts. The average salary is like 106,000 USD per year. The next on my list is New York. The average salary is 104,000 per year. And something is this New York, they actually pay doctors well. They're one of the highest paid for doctors too. The next on my list is Alaska. Alaska pays an average of 107,000 USD per year. The next on my list is Washington. Washington pays as high as 101,000 USD per year. The next on my list is Oregon. They pay as high as 113,000 per year. This one, they actually have a very strong healthcare sector, Oregon. The next on my list is Hawaii. They have up to 130,000 per year, and this is only to the fact that Hawaii has a high cost of living, right, and unique geographical demands. The next on my list is California. California pay up to 130,000 USD per year, and this is because of high cost of living in California with strong demand. Then also another thing I will say is, in as much as we're talking about states in the USA that actually pay nurses well, right, moving to these states, majority of those factors that actually affect them paying you higher than the other is what? Cost of living. Yeah. So just like in Lagos and Ibadan, let's say for example, I know most of you watching me, you're from Nigeria, right? So if they pay you 30,000 naira in Lagos and they pay you 30,000 naira in Ibadan, which one do you think is better? Which one do you think is better? No, wait. If they pay you 50,000, in fact, let them pay you 100,000 naira in Lagos and your salary is 30,000 naira in Ibadan, which one do you think is better? Which one do you think you're actually maximizing more of your money, your salary? Which one? To me, it is Ibadan, and that's because cost of living there is very cheap, it's very affordable, right? If you're going to work in Ibadan in the morning, you don't have to do night vigil. There is no traffic, like excessive traffic, like Lagos state own. There is sanity, there is peace of mind, right? Compared to 100,000. Do you know how much you spend for transport every day? You almost always go late to work. If you are skipping, I don't want to get late to work, you have to miss your sleep, waking up very early. Your mate in Ibadan will be sleeping at 4 a.m. You go day road, they go work. Right? So in as much as we are talking about highest paid salary, you have to look at the standard of living, the cost of living there, the way of life there. If it's not conducive, money is important, but money is not everything, but money is still everything. So just try and find the balance that actually pays you, right? So I hope this video was in any way helpful to you. I hope I mentioned everything. California 130,000 USD per year, 129. Hawaii 129 USD per year. Oregon 113 USD. Did I mention Washington? Washington is 111,000 USD per year. Next one is Alaska. Alaska is as high as 109,000 USD per year. The next is, okay, I've mentioned Massachusetts, I've mentioned New Jersey, I've mentioned, yeah. So if you know that this video was helpful, give it a thumb up, like, share, and subscribe. So guys, thank you. And if you feel like there's anyone that I miss out, make sure to leave it in the comment section. I cannot wait to read from you, and I am sure my viewers as well cannot wait to read from me. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye for now.